I mean, he seems personality-wise, he seems like exactly what they needed to.
For
He's
sure.
not, doesn't take himself too seriously, lightens the mood
Yeah.
whenever he's asked some tough questions. The first segment I want to run through is called Studs and Duds. It's a very fantasy American football segment. They do it a lot when talking about NFL fantasy. But we're going to adapt it a little bit today for the first month of the Premier League season. So I want you both to pick a stud team, so a team that has overperformed or performed really strongly in the first month, and a dud team, a team that's just been terrible. And don't pick Burnley, Luton, or Sheffield because we already knew that. So
Mm.
Yeah.
try to be a bit creative. So I will start with Hassan. Who is your stud team for the first month of the season?
Well, I mean, there's a few to choose from, but I'll go with Spurs, just because, as you guys knew from the first episode, I'm a huge James Madison fan, and he's already looking like signing of the season. Also, just the way they're playing, obviously with the new manager, a lot more attacking, a lot more exciting, and we haven't said that in a while for Spurs, right? Since Poch. Last few managers, Nuno and Mourinho and Conte play a lot more defensive, and yeah,
I mean, he seems personality-wise, he seems like exactly what they needed to.
for
He's
sure.
not, doesn't take himself too seriously, lightens the mood
Yeah,
whenever he's asked some
Mm.
tough questions, and that's probably
Well, you need a character, don't you, to with a big club?
well, like especially that club where it's all doom and gloom and never winning trophies, and he kind of hits back at the reporters, and
Mm.
he doesn't just sit there and take it. So I think,
I mean, don't get me wrong, Spurs won't win a trophy. Sorry, guys, but they'll never win a
well, I mean, they
trophy.
actually added the league cup, so that was quick for them.
But no, but they're looking really really good, and a lot of people are saying that they can push for top four. Obviously, no European football, but yeah, just going based off of the first few weeks, playing really exciting football, scoring a lot of goals. Heung-min Son, looks like he's killing it. Richarlison, like we talked about last week, looks a little off pace still, but Madison's on fire. The team looks really good. The signings look really good. So yeah, super super excited, exciting to see for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that I definitely would have if I was choosing. I would have put them up there as well.
yeah,
I mean, I have to. That was my choice. Completely agree with Hassan. Madison's obviously killing it. I think Son as well. I mean, what did he bag? 3 goals the
the
other
other
day.
one, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's just flourishing without. It's not saying he wasn't flourishing without Kane there. Of course he was, but it looks like he's just got to the like stepping up even more now, taking that leadership role. Um,
Do you want to choose another stud, maybe?
I mean, I as an Arsenal fan, I don't like the Spurs, so
Yeah,
I don't want to give them any respect. But what I will do is give West Ham
yeah.
a bit of respect because I mean, they're what, 3 wins and a draw so
Mm-hmm.
far.
hmm
Yeah.
They
hmm
sold, I mean, arguably the heart of their team, the heart
mm,
and soul of their squad. And then they repurposed the funds. They brought in three midfielders, Alvarez, um,
Ward-Prowse,
Ward-Prowse, and
Kudus.
Kudus. Yeah, so they
mm.
brought in three really good signings. They've hit the ground running. I'm a bit worried they didn't sign a striker. They also brought in Mavropanos, the Greek
Center
guy.
back, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yet to be seen if they can keep it up through all the competitions and whatnot. But I definitely have to give them some respect. You could have easily seen a big lag in form at the start. You lose kind of that heart and soul guy.
Mm.
Players are kind of questioning, like, are we going for it this year? So I have to give them some respect.
Yeah. To be fair as well, I agree with you in terms of the striker respect. We talked about that, but to be fair, Michael Antonio has been playing really, really well. I think he has a couple goals already,
Mm.
and
Hard not to love him as well.
it's hard not to like him exactly. And he has been a lot more consistent in more recent seasons. Like he's obviously you've seen the improvement a lot more and more.
Yeah.
I still think they are lacking another striker because Danny Ings, let's just be honest, obviously very injury prone. His career has been up and down.
Mm.
I always rated him. I thought he was great, but his career stalled when he moved to Liverpool. But yeah, they definitely need a bit of cover for Antonio. But so far, he's holding his own.